There is a moment in ancient history so impossible, so unimaginable, that even modern scholars cannot explain it. A night when an entire sea split in two. A night when slaves outran the most powerful army on earth. A night when God himself stepped into human history. This is the story of Moses, Pharaoh, and the Red Sea. And what happened that night still echoes today. Egypt, the superpower of the ancient world, a land of wealth, pyramids, and pharaohs, but also a land built on the backs of slaves. The Israelites multiplied so quickly that Pharaoh grew afraid, so he issued a command. Every Hebrew baby boy must be thrown into the Nile, but one mother refused. She hid her infant for 3 months, then placed him in a basket and sent him floating down the river, praying God would do the impossible. God did. Pharaoh's daughter found the baby. She named him Moses and raised him in the palace, the very place meant to destroy him. Moses grew up torn between two worlds, one of royalty and one of suffering. One day he saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave. Anger consumed him. Moses struck the man and killed him. Fearful, Moses fled Egypt into the desert, where he would live for 40 years. In the wilderness, Moses built a quiet life, shepherd, husband, father, until one day, he saw a bush burning, but not burning up. As he drew closer, a voice spoke. Moses, Moses, I am who I am. Go back to Egypt. Tell Pharaoh, let my people go. Moses trembled. He felt unqualified. He felt unworthy. But God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Moses stood in Pharaoh's throne room, the man he once called family. He spoke the command, let my people go. Pharaoh laughed. His heart was hard. He believed he was a god. Why would he fear the God of slaves? So God sent signs, 10 of them. The plagues, water turned to blood, frogs covered the land, lice and flies swarmed, livestock died, boils broke out, hail rained fire, locusts devoured the crops, darkness swallowed Egypt, and finally, the death of every firstborn. But Israel was protected, covered by the blood of a lamb. It was the final plague that broke Pharaoh. He shouted, "Go! Leave Egypt!" Millions of Israelites began their journey out of slavery toward the promised land. But Pharaoh's pride returned. He mounted his chariots and chased them into the desert. The Israelites reached the Red Sea. In front of them, endless water. Behind them, Pharaoh's army thundering across the sand. People screamed, "We are trapped! Moses, why did you bring us here to die?" Moses raised his staff and spoke, "Do not be afraid. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord." Then it happened. A mighty wind blew. The sea began to roar. Water shot upward on the left, then on the right, until a pathway of dry ground stretched across the sea. The Israelites stared in disbelief, but Moses shouted, "Go!" Hundreds of thousands stepped into the impossible, walking between walls of water taller than mountains. Pharaoh's chariots entered the sea. Their wheels began to jam. Horses panicked. Soldiers screamed. And at the exact moment the last Israelite stepped onto the far shore, God told Moses, "Raise your staff." Moses lifted his hand, and the sea collapsed. The waters crashed down like 1,000 thunders. Egypt's army vanished beneath the waves. The greatest empire on earth was defeated by the God of former slaves. When the Israelites realized what had happened, they wept. They shouted. They fell on their knees. Moses sang one of the oldest songs in the Bible. "The Lord is my strength and my song. The horse and rider he has thrown into the sea." Miriam grabbed a tambourine, and the women danced. They were free, for the first time in 400 years. The story of the Red Sea isn't just history, it's a reminder. When you face a sea you cannot cross, and enemies you cannot defeat, God will make a way, even if he has to split the waters.